So the weekly video thing was a bust. But it's been a month in, and I think I'm just gonna make these into like monthly videos. I just started college, so things have been pretty like tough, I guess. I didn't have the time that I thought I would, which explains the lack of videos. And I wasn't feeling like making them. I don't know, it's been a lot better. What have I learned? Well, I learned that it's really easy to just do things, for you in the morning, forget about it for a bit, like put it at the back of your mind, not forget it, but like just place other things, prioritize other things than waiting. Because your life doesn't stop, it has to keep going, you can't just stop everything. And the hardest part is at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, when you're about to go to sleep, it's, the thought is always there. And then you end up missing him or her at the end of the day. In terms of life, with a lot of things happening right now, it's just, I guess it makes it easier to move forward. And obviously I keep him updated. Sometimes too updated. I send too many emails. But to me, it's just like, that's just how I keep going. It's like, don't forget him. Because a lot of people say out there, it's like, oh, he's dead for 6 days, and on the 7th day, he's just miraculously alive again when he sends you an email. That is wrong. You keep him alive until, in all of those days, until he sends you an email. So what I do is, there are days when I won't send an email, but on the days that I feel like I do, and it doesn't have to be anything important or anything big, it's just some quirky things. Maybe send him a picture, maybe send him like some random thoughts going through my head just to remind him that, oh, this is me, I'm still weird. So the letters don't have to be like extremely fancy or romantic, because in the end, it's still just you, you were that base, and for me, it's just like my base is how weird I am. So it's been a month. We made it through the month. 23 more months to go. But, still keeping positive. That's the thing. You really just, if you don't keep positive, you're done. You can't function properly, and I don't think you want to live that way, and I don't think anybody wants you to, especially him or her. They don't want you to live that way. So it's just like when you're waiting, just, keep it fun still. And it might be hard. It was definitely hard. And it's still definitely hard sometimes, but you get used to it and you make do with what you have. And what they don't tell you is you appreciate them more. You appreciate them more for the times you've spent together. All they've done for you, the memories in the back of your head just come rushing forward. And you remember things you didn't even know, like the times you had together that you don't even remember, they all come rushing forward, and you love them more because of that. So, yes, it could be a great inconvenience to wait for someone, but it's also a big blessing. It just makes you appreciate that person more and more, and you're just happier because of it. And I guess I should add more background to the whole thing. I forgot what I said last time. I should have probably watched the video before I made this. But, should I say? I don't know. I don't know what I should say right now. I guess just, I'm weird. I'm really weird, and he accepts that. And, okay, so for most of the people who go through this, there's like that promise of like marriage in the end. We don't exactly have that, and I'm okay with at the moment. It's more like, oh, when you get back, we'll see where this goes. I don't want to put any pressure on it, like, oh, when you get back, we'll get married, and we'll start training, because they've been gone for 2 years. They've changed a lot, and, you know, you would have changed a lot. Like, I even this past month, we've both changed, we've both emailed each other about it, and it's just like, you want to see where it goes, you know, you want to see if you're compatible, so it's not like, right when they come back, get married. No. I guess in my view, you know, I want to wait a bit, see how things go, you know, help him transition, because I know I love him, and I definitely want to be his friend, maybe best friend forever. But if romantically it doesn't happen, then that's okay, because I'll always have that friend. So in this moment, you know, these moments where we can just email each other, I want to show him my weird sides. I want him to see me for how weird I am, because we're dating for, you know, that long. I'm sure for a lot of high school relationships it could be considered long, but it really wasn't that long. So, you know, this is the perfect time. This is like a blessing in disguise. It's a perfect opportunity to get to know each other on a more personal level. And I think that's exciting. Sorry, I'm making this video too long. So yeah, 1 month in, a lot has changed, but you definitely get used to it. Yeah, just stay positive. It's gonna be okay, and no, it's not gonna be all happy and sunshine every time. You're not always gonna be excited and just be like, yeah, he's off somewhere, and I'm here, not with him. Because, you know, even I've definitely sent him some emails about my worries, and the proper thing is communication. You have to have communication. Just because you do our part doesn't mean that, you know, you have to make it easier. You know, if you're struggling, you tell him, and you keep him up, you know, keep him updated. Don't keep all of that in, because that's just, the negativity is just gonna eat at you. So, you know, just 1 month in, I keep repeating that, but it's true. I had some serious doubts, and I can't believe I made it this far, but hey. So, still waiting for him, and I couldn't be happier, because, you know, when it's worth it, and it's not always gonna be perfect, but if, you know, proper communication, and if you keep your head up, you know, and let God move through you, and just change naturally, you know, you don't have to stay the same, but, like, if you change, and then they change, it's okay, it's fine, and yeah, it just makes you appreciate the good times that much more. So, peace, God bless.